L.A.S.
The L.A.S. Podcast Network is an independent network of local creators based in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. For more, visit laspodcastnetwork.com. Historically Inaccurate with Jake Truemper is brought to you by...
Hey, I'm Logan.
Hey, I'm Logan.
You're supposed to say that you're Tim.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad.
We're the hosts of a brand new podcast called From One Dad to Another.
Each week we tackle a new topic, interview local professionals, and attempt to decode modern parenthood one dad joke at a time.
So make sure to join us every Wednesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From One Dad to Another is produced and distributed by the L.A.S. Podcast Network in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
For more on our independent podcast network, visit laspodcastnetwork.com.
And if you want to support the show and get some bonus content, behind-the-scenes looks, and even get the show ad-free, you can become a member of our Patreon over at patreon.com/LAS Podcast Network. And if you don't, I won't be mad, but I will be disappointed.
Oh, and one last thing. You're doing great, and I'm proud of you.
L.A.S.
Hello, I'm Jake Truemper, and I hope you're ready to have a groovy time with Historically Inaccurate. I am joined by the legendary...
Whoa. Alex Schulte. Oh, I'm saying my name. Alex Schulte.
Yo! Wow, incredible. Alex.
Jake, I'm ready to learn some history. The show where we take your very specific history knowledge and dive in. You're going to educate the world.
Yes.
In a really fun way.
Yes, and today I'm holding...
Yeah, you're holding a Lego.
A Lego. And I'm just going to put that right there on the table. That's just right there.
So the last episode, you put a cake on the table.
Yeah.
And then that cake ended up inside my nostrils and all around my face.
Well, this piece of Lego...
Will this Lego end up inside my nostrils or around my face?
That will not fit in your nose. We'll find out what that's doing later. That's for a later day. It's just on the table.
Love it. That's
it's
my
just there.
favorite thing ever.
Good.
I don't hate that at all.
It's just ominously looking over the situation going on.
You're not going to tell me at all.
No, just ignore it. How's your day go? How are you? What's new with you?
I'm good. I'm super excited that we're launching this podcast network and that we're on episode 2 right now. So
yes.
Today is this launches on Monday, May 31st. You got episode 1 yesterday of this. You're getting 2 back-to-back days of Historically Inaccurate.
Yes.
Hey, guys. Hey, how's it going?
Logan, producer Logan.
Our producer.
Hey, Sunday is actually May 30th.
Right. So Monday, May 31st is this day.
Yes.
Right. So
this is coming out.
This episode that you're hearing is coming out on Monday, May 31st.
Right, the audio, but the video
is coming. We have a different schedule because we love to confuse. So this video comes out a day after. So if you want to watch the video on YouTube, it comes out on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah,
your audio comes out on Mondays.
Yeah.
It's a whole fun thing, and I'm going to be double-checking that day with you later because we do This Week in History, but I do want to dive into your stomach ache real quick because you got some stomach pains right now.
Are we really going to – we're just going to address the elephant in the room?
I just want to make sure you're okay, buddy.
I've been having stomach pains all day, but we're just pushing through.
Are you okay to keep going? Because this challenge might be very grueling, and I just want to make sure you're okay for it.
I am definitely ready.
Okay.
It's weird. The second we started going, I
forgot about it until I brought it back up.
I forgot about it a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm fine.
Is your cryptocurrency still down?
It's climbing again.
Mine's still down. I'm still down. Everything I invested in that you told me to is still down. I just wanted to put that in there.
Oh, is this show always going to start off with crypto talk?
Because I got
blaming your loss of money on me?
Yes, until it starts going up and I'm making bank.
Which is probably never going to happen, man.
Well, you tell me.
Well,
I've invested. You tell me now.
You're under the impression that you can put in $500 and then a week later it's $20,000.
I put in way, but that's not what I'm not. It's not something. You know what?
You make back what you put in.
Well, I haven't made that back. Haven't made that. I'm down.
This is my fault.
I really hope you lose the challenge. I gotta get some anger out. But you know what?
Yeah, it sounds like we've got some unsettled beef.
Yes, but let's talk about more fun stuff. Again, Alex, what day is this episode coming out on?
Monday, May 31st.
Well, Alex, funny enough you should say that because today we're taking a look at something that happened in history, and on May
31st, Jake?
In 2005, the Watergate mole actually came out and outed himself.
On May 31st of 05, yeah.
Yes, and I always mess up his name, so I actually typed it in because I was kind of laughing.
I mean, nobody knows. Who cares what his real name is? His alias was
Deep Throat.
So memorable.
Yes, which is why I always forget his actual name. So Deep Throat came out, and it was Mark Felt. So, which that name's just not nearly as cool. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you're going to come out with like a new song artist name and your name is Mark Felt, changing your name to Deep Throat is definitely going to sell more albums.
And that will be a funny history nod to like the 6 people who know.
That his name is Mark Felt?
No, that if an artist came out and his name was Mark Felt and he's like, call me Deep Throat, the history nerds would be like, oh my, that's a reference to the actual Mark Felt.
What's the EDM guy's name? Who's got the super basic name? Calvin Harris.
Calvin Harris.
Calvin Harris is not Calvin Harris's name, even though Calvin Harris is such a boring name.
Yes.
What's Calvin Harris's real name? Logan, can you please do me a favor? And
we've gone from Watergate to Calvin Harris. Calvin Harris,
really quick.
I think Calvin Harris was involved in Watergate, even though it was all the way back in like 1972. Calvin Harris was involved.
We got his name.
Calvin Harris's real name is Adam Richard Wiles.
Adam Wiles.
Gotcha.
Adam Richard Wiles is a better artist name than Calvin Harris.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't judge him for it. But you know who you can judge?
Can't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, but you know who you can judge?
Who can
Richard
I judge?
Nixon and his entire group.
And his singing career.
Because in 1972 is when Watergate happened. And Watergate is more than just a Midwestern fruit salad. It is an actual thing
you said
that happened.
Before the episode. I've never heard of a Watergate salad.
It's delicious. Logan, have you heard of it?
I haven't, but let me look it up and tell you all about it, Alex.
Dude, it's so good. It's got pineapple in it. It's got other stuff in it. It's green. I don't know what else is.
It's got pineapple. It's got greens. It's got other stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't actually know what's in the salad.
No, it's good enough. Like, it tastes delicious. I'll bring it to you sometime. But what do you know about Watergate? What do you actually know about the actual thing?
Okay. I only know stuff from movies because I didn't pay attention at all in class.
That's why they don't really talk about it.
But when I think of Watergate, I think of someone looking up at a hotel, the Watergate Hotel.
Yeah, good job.
And seeing flashlights in a room, and that was like, what are they doing in there? And then they investigated or something, and then there was some sort of tape. And then that's all I know from that part. And then I know about a guy in a trench coat in a parking garage named Deep Throat, maybe giving like a manila envelope to somebody.
Close enough. Honestly,
silhouette of this guy.
Good enough. Basically, what happens is these people got caught.
Good enough.
You're doing a good enough job. These people get caught trying to break in to the Watergate building. And then through a bunch of tracking, it's found out that the finances to pay these guys to break in and spy on the Democrats can be traced back to the Nixon administration.
They were spying on the Democrats?
Yeah, so Nixon was trying. Even though Nixon swept his election, he was still so paranoid. I guess technically some people don't think Nixon was involved. I do. Him and his administration were apparently spying on the Democrats.
Does it matter, though? I mean, the people that he hired were involved, right?
Exactly.
That's his fault as well.
And that led to his vice president stepping down, which then had Gerald Ford come in. And so Gerald Ford wasn't his original vice president. So then Gerald Ford comes in, then Nixon steps down, then Gerald Ford takes over since he had no involvement in it. And then the only thing Gerald Ford is really noted for during his presidency is he then pardons Richard Nixon.
Ah, yes. And Nixon was not technically impeached either.
No,
right.
He wasn't. He resigned before he could be even impeached. So, but
everybody when I think of Nixon always being impeached, I always have to remind myself it really wasn't until the Trump impeachment that I was reminded so many times that Nixon was not impeached.
Was not impeached because it's very easy to think he was because he was going to be. The only difference is when Andrew Johnson, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, when all three of them were impeached, there was a chance that they would be found innocent, and in all three accounts, they were found innocent of the things that they were accused of. Nixon knew that once he was impeached, he would be found guilty. So
Bill Clinton was found innocent?
Yeah, he wasn't charged. If you're
wasn't he impeached for the stuff with Monica Lewinsky?
So okay, sorry. So I didn't explain it.
Again, I know nothing. About anything.
But he wasn't removed from office because of it. He was being charged for lying under oath more than the sexual favors. So, but in the end, the impeachment is still like a mark on your record, but none of them were removed from office for it. That's a better thing. None of them were removed from office for the claims against them. But Nixon knew he would be, so he was like, yeet. So before he could get impeached, because once you're impeached, you can't be like, all right, now I resign because you're in it. You're done. You're in it. So
no, he quit before he got fired.
Yes,
absolutely.
So he quit before.
Good move, Nixon.
No, he quit before they even had the talk of him getting fired. He was like, I know what's happening. I'm out. So he was gone.
He smelled it in the air. And
it was the smart move. And then Gerald Ford, a lot of people thought he was a coward at the time, and I mean, some people still do to this day. He pardoned Nixon, so Nixon is technically innocent.
Is the reason to give him a pardon is that to be like just not divisive?
Presidential pardon means he can never be tried. Like, if anything ever came up, he's innocent.
I don't understand why.
Just safety measures, just to clear the record.
I don't understand why he would be pardoned.
Because they're both in the same party, and
you want pieces of crap. Got it.
Well, I actually kind of like Gerald Ford for some things, but he's
like inventing the car.
Yeah, good job. Alex knows history.
Wait.
Good job. Gerald Ford definitely invented the car.
Okay,
the guy who was alive
in the 60s.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
I said that as a joke.
And then
then when you gave me that such positive reaction, I was like, wait a minute. And I had to think about it for a second. But no, that can't be right.
Yeah, no, not even close, not even in the slightest. But I guess that helps us transition into more history, something more lighthearted. So,
okay,
another just fun, random history fact. Alex, are you feeling in a good mood?
I'm feeling groovy, baby.
Good. Let's talk about nuclear holocaust.
Nuclear.
Okay.
Alex, are you in a good mood? Yeah, I'm feeling groovy. Let's talk nuclear holocaust.
Yeah. Well, first of all,
than that?
I struggle with that word. Like George Bush.
You struggle with a lot of words.
Yes, like George Bush. Remember how George Bush said
nuclear.
Nuclear.
Yeah. It's pronounced nuclear.
He
said nuclear.
He said a lot of weird stuff. He'd be like,
nuclear.
As my dad always said, fool me once.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. Fool me twice. You can't get fooled again. I was like, God, George Bush is just iconic for that stuff. But anyways, so nuclear
I love that quote.
Threats. What 3 countries do you think are like the biggest people to threaten nukes on others?
I think that's actually pretty easy. I think it's Russia, United States, and North Korea.
Britain.
I
guess technically North Korea, but their threats are I don't think are taken as seriously because there's no proof that they actually have it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
they've got their finger pointed at me in their pocket and they're telling me it's a gun.
Yeah, and there's a chance it is. You're like, you're just crazy enough where it could be, but you're pretty confident it's not.
Right.
But what's crazy about the whole concept of this, people are always scared when like Russia's in border disagreements and all that. I'm here to say
it's all the time.
To anyone who is scared about that stuff, don't let people convince you that's going to lead to someone pressing a button for a nuke. There's no chance that a border disagreement, issues with China and India, that stuff is not what leads to a nuke being pressed. And because those things have already been tested back during the Cold War. Like, that's not what's going to be causing it.
What does?
The things that you really need to worry about, the biggest fear for everybody is what small terrorist, I want to say that quietly because I don't want to get YouTube to take that word away and be like bad. What small groups, the T word, what T groups might actually be closer to a dirty bomb or a nuke than we think? Because when the USSR was disbanded, right, a bunch of nukes and like stuff leading to nukes kind of just went to groups. People just got it. So that's way more scary than a country pressing the button.
The USSR just left a will. And they said, you're my favorite nephew. You get a nuke. Actually, no, you get 10 nukes.
That's where the fear comes from. It's like because everywhere else it's like well guarded and everything. So basically, after the nukes were dropped on Japan, America threatened during the Korean War. General MacArthur was like McCarthy. There we go. Thank you. Whoa!
Boom.
Whoa!
Yeah, that just happened. That just happened.
What the heck? You just corrected me on history.
I did, and it's not like I looked up what his name was before.
You did because I had you double check. So I was like, how do you pronounce it again? Because I suck at pronouncing things. But you remembered.
Joseph McCarthy. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Yes,
Dude,
this is the moment.
That's a huge episode.
Just
2.
tell me what we're talking about beforehand, and if I can Wikipedia stuff beforehand, I'm going to sound way smarter on this show.
That's so. Anyways, he was like during the Korean War, he made 2 huge mistakes. He was seen as
He was a big jerk.
Well, he was seen as the hero of the Korean War at first, but then he made 2 huge mistakes. He said, "I don't think China's going to intervene," and then when China did, he said, "Well, we should just nuke them then." And China goes, "If you nuke us, we will keep fighting." And then he's like, "We should drop 20 nukes on them." And Truman was like, "No." And then they started fighting, and that's what led to him stepping down. As Truman was like, "You guys step down." But we didn't do it then. Then the Cuban Missile Crisis happens. The nukes don't get launched again. And it wasn't, so many people are like, everyone saw the atrocities of Japan, and that's why nukes were never sent. It was more of the precedent and standard was, since no one else ever just sent a nuke towards each other, since it went such a long time with such stressful stalemates, that it just started getting ingrained in people's minds, yeah, nukes just aren't the answer. Clearly, it's always been solved through something else. So while Japan was a tragedy, and I wish people...
Guys, they're so terrifying. And then you take kids through these training exercises on how to hide under their desks when it happens.
That doesn't really happen anymore.
I know, but back then, during the Cold War was happening, and that's just instilling a lot of fear into your people,
What
right?
do you think? What do you think calls for like a nuke being sent? Let's act it out. Let's act it out. Okay, you're the president. You're the president. You're the president.
Okay, this is going to get really stupid really fast, but I'm here for it.
Okay, all right, ready?
I'm the president?
You're the president. Mr. President, aliens are attacking. We have to send nukes at them.
What? Have we had any contact with the aliens yet? General?
Yeah. What's
Jake?
my name? General Jake?
General Jake.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith at your service, sir.
Jake.
Yes.
General Jake.
Sir.
Are the aliens a threat?
Yes, we believe they're a threat.
How do you know?
They shot at Canada right above us, and then...
Well, that's fine.
Canada's fine?
No,
All right.
it's fine that they're shooting at Canada.
Okay, cool.
That's not a big deal.
Oh my God, I'm getting reports in. Oh my God, they shot at Paris, France.
And that's okay. That's making me a little bit more angry.
Oh my God, they shot an oil rig.
The food.
An oil rig.
No,
sir,
not the oil rig.
We gotta take them down. Nukes.
Nuke them now.
Right now, nukes, right?
Send all the nukes.
Okay, well, they're in France, so we're gonna have to nuke France to take out the aliens. Is that okay, sir?
So there's a lot of innocent bystanders. A lot of innocent people.
But there's a lot of aliens.
Oof.
The aliens would take them out anyways. Nuke France because there's aliens. The aliens have just landed there, and I'm pretty sure nukes will work. We have no research to back that up.
Are aliens going to take over the human race in that area already?
Yeah.
Are those humans already?
They're shooting at oil.
This
right?
music makes this decision so intense.
Yeah, and they're shooting at Paris. They've got their laser beams. People are getting shot by lasers, from what I'm hearing. Do we nuke France?
Oh man,
sir, you have to answer.
Give me some time.
The aliens, sir, they're going to communicate that we're weak. You have to show the aliens that we're not weak.
We can't nuke them.
They're from Uranus, man. We got to take them down.
We cannot nuke the Uranus aliens. We can't.
They're talking to their Mars friends now. They're going to call their Mars buddies to come attack us.
First off, you need to bring it down a notch here, General.
There's aliens and we need a nuke, sir.
Okay, we need cool-headed people for situations like this.
Wait. So, okay, breaking out of that now. You wouldn't nuke the aliens?
Well, I mean, if it meant I had to kill a bunch of innocent people, I don't know if I could pull that. I don't know if I could push that button.
That's a good call. You know what? Even if Mars aliens or Uranus aliens were attacking,
there's still a chance that we could fight them off and save.
So
a lot
basically,
of those people.
That's fair. So you are not a button presser, which is probably a good thing. That's That's a good call.
When it comes to people dying,
I'm
not a big button presser.
You're the next John F. Kennedy.
Okay.
Just watch out for limos.
That's great to know. Thank you. But yeah, if it was just the aliens, then I probably would have pressed that button. But it's not.
Yeah, that's a good point. So you would send if aliens were hovering above us, you would send a nuke up at them.
I don't really know how physics would, if it would just come raining down on whatever's beneath them. I feel like that would be happening, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, there's the aptness. I don't know how far your nuke can go up either.
I'm
sorry, we're getting to space.
Space is,
I got history, and that's it.
How bad is nuclear warfare for global warming?
Yeah, probably not. Okay, so I think I'd be in the same situation. I don't know if I could press the button either.
Yeah, I'm going to flip this on you. Thanks for helping me flip this on you. You wouldn't?
No, we don't even need to act it out. I don't think I would. I couldn't make that call.
That was a big what if.
It was
though.
intense, right?
Okay, but what about a more normal situation?
Do you want to do? Okay, fine. Let's act it out again. Let's go. Give it to me.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to be drinking my drink. I'm just a chill president.
Okay.
Party on!
All right, I guess we'll give me that intense music again that makes this decision that much harder to make. So, General Jake.
I'm the president. What are you talking about?
You're the president?
You're General John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
Oh.
General, what's up?
Mr. President.
I actually want a southern accent. What's up?
We have been at war.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm quite aware. I've been doing press
And-
conferences about it. What's your problem?
We're thinking about bombing.
Who's we?
U.S. is going to drop a nuclear bomb.
Who's we? Where was this decision made? Why was I not in the war room when this was being a conversation?
Well, with your permission.
Who's suggesting
With
this?
your permission, sir, we'd like to drop.
You're fired.
Okay.
Where's the next guy? You're fired.
All right, sir. I'm going to walk out the door.
Jeez, who's talking about dropping nukes
That's
without
me.
my permission? God, I'm the president, dang it. What's up?
Sir,
Hey, how's it going?
I am the replacement for General Jake, and my name is Thomas. That's it.
Oh, all right. Well, the
And-
intense music left. Can we hire an intense music guy to put that back in? Jesus, man, this White House, man, I become president.
Oh, there's a-
There. All right. So, last guy suggested nukes, right? Where did they want to nuke? Do you know?
Somewhere in
Where?
Asia.
Come on, man. Somewhere in Asia. It's a nuclear bomb, sir.
This is too much. I hate this role play.
You're the one who sent it towards me. You're the one who's
I-
supposed to stress me out.
I wanted to flip it on you to see, like, hey, would you do that? Because you're bringing these, like, big life or death questions to my front door.
And you
and
try.
I don't want to answer them. So I wanted to flip it on you to see what you would answer. And then you just want to do role plays for situations that I don't even know about. So what? Hiroshima is the place that got bombed, right? I know that much.
Yeah. Well, two places.
So, okay.
Hiroshima and
literally,
Nagasaki.
Would you have dropped a bomb on Hiroshima during World War II?
Well, I don't know. No.
No. The answer is obviously no.
No.
It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, so no. I think it's a great time
So
for our
end of
sponsors.
conversation.
I think it's a great time for our sponsors. So you can cool down. I feel like I made your stomach ache come back.
You riled me up.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a quick break because we're gonna get riled for the game as well. So quick break,
and this
quick little break.
Lego on my
Take a breather. Let's take a breather.
table. All right, sending it to the sponsors. Thanks, sponsors.
Historically Inaccurate with Jake Truemper is brought to you by
I'm Jason Alberti.
And I'm Lindsay Prince.
I am a dad of 2 boys, a comedy writer, and I love medieval literature.
I'm the mom of 2 girls, a comedy writer, and I love TikTok.
Hey, we've got a new podcast.
And it's called What Do You Want to Talk About?
We talk about everything from almond milk lattes to xenophobia.
New episodes every Monday.
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What Do You Want to Talk About is produced and distributed by the L.A.S. Podcast Network in Cedar Rapids,
For
Iowa.
more information, you can visit laspodcastnetwork.com. Hey, Lindsay, did I tell you the story about Skarpe the Njálsson when he was in Iceland and he was dying because he was under this log on fire and he pulls out this molar and he whips it into Thurl Thurlson's eye?
No, I don't understand most of what you just said.
Oh,
Oh, Jason, did I tell you that Billie Eilish got bangs?
what's a Billie Eyelash?
L.A.S.
I'm Alex Schulte.
And I'm Jake Truemper.
And this is the promo for our brand new podcast, One Word Stories, where we take one word.
Like fear.
That's kind of dark.
Or spaghetti.
Well, I don't know if we're going to do an entire episode about spaghetti.
Are you hooked yet? I hope so.
Whoa. I just noticed that we keep speaking in unison. How do we stop?
Oh, wow. It's still happening. Okay, what just happened?
I don't know. It's like we've been spending way too much time together and we're starting to finish each other's...
I quit.
What?
I just don't get it.
What's not to get?
So I just get one word and talk about it? Who cares?
I care.
Give me a word.
Middle school.
That's 2 words.
You get the gist.
Okay, one time in middle school, a girl hid in the bathroom during the school dance specifically so I wouldn't have to ask her to dance with me.
Okay, I'm starting to understand why you didn't want to do this.
One Word Stories.
We're a brand new podcast distributed by the L.A.S. Podcast Network in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
New episodes every Wednesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you can find your podcasts.
Okay, I think that was a good take. Wait, no.
Why does this keep happening?
L.A.S. It's game time!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Alex has fallen into my trap once again. This has been a stressful episode for Alex.
How did I get here again?
And we are going to be having an epic battle. We're going to be using a random number generator, 1 to 46. Each one of us gets 3 presidents from the random number generator.
Okay.
And we will then see which group of presidents would win. It's kind of funny. We both might end up with Grover Cleveland, or there might be multiple Grover Clevelands, because Grover Cleveland is technically 2 presidents. He served 2 non-consecutive terms. He was the 22nd president and 24th president, I believe, because Benjamin Harrison.
So out of 46 presidents, there was actually 45?
Yes, there's only 45 presidents, but he counts as 2. So what's funny is I've got the list here so I can just answer it more quickly when you're like, all right, who's this president? So it's funny because, he was the 20.
I'm not going to know these guys.
He was the 22nd and 24th president. So statistically, we're most likely to get Grover Cleveland.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
do you want to do every other? So you
Sure,
get all
sure.
right.
You want
do you want
the
the
number?
You can go first. You get the first one. Tell me the number and I'll tell you the president.
41.
The 41st Oh, I know that one. That's
That's,
going to be George
George
Bush.
Bush?
Yep. You got George Bush Sr. That's good. Dang it.
Thank you.
That's a good
I
one.
announced his death on the radio live. That was a
Probably messed up.
Crazy
He was a
day.
CIA agent.
It was the
pretty,
first death I announced on my
George
radio
Bush.
job, yeah.
He was a badass. Okay.
Okay.
Give me mine.
Next, 3. So
Okay, that's not very. I got Thomas
Thomas
Jefferson.
Jefferson?
Yeah, good job, Thomas. Okay, your turn again. Okay, don't love Thomas
what did I
Jefferson.
miss? All right, 30.
Okay, I feel like you're just giving yourself Calvin Coolidge. You're just giving yourself cool dudes.
I don't know who that is.
He's not the best fighter, but he's a cool dude. All right, give me mine.
And then yours is 29.
Okay,
down.
29 is Warren G. Harding, literally one of the most corrupt presidents of all time.
Okay, so far, okay. And then my third
You're ripping me off.
is 18.
Ulysses S. Grant?
That's your favorite one.
Screw you! I'm doing my own. I'm random. I
Nice.
hate you.
So I got George Bush Sr., I got Thomas Jefferson, and Ulysses S. Grant.
And then I get 42, Clinton. So I have, what? I got Clinton on mine, Thomas Jefferson.
No, I got Thomas Jefferson.
No,
I got 3.
you had Calvin Coolidge, Bush, and Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh, you're right.
I had Thomas Jefferson, freaking corrupt president, whatever, Warren G. Harding, and then I get Clinton. So here's how I think.
So how do we decide who wins?
Well,
what are they winning? Are they winning in a basketball
in
game?
a fight, and I you have Ulysses S. Grant, which is kind of BS.
He won a war.
He's the hero of the North. Okay, but hear me out here. I think Bill Clinton could sexually seduce
Oh,
all 3 of them with
my
the saxophone
God,
and
no.
distract them
Oh God.
and potentially win. Okay, so Warren G. Harding, use him as a shield, right? And then Thomas Jefferson, he's got some experience with the Civil War. No, Civil War. He's got some experience with. Oh God, now I'm panicking. What the greatest war, the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, you got it. There you go.
He's got some.
I'm not really helping you because I'm trying to look up Calvin Coolidge to see what firepower
He's
I
got
have.
some experience with that, and then Bill Clinton, he's a husky boy. He's the biggest out of everyone we said there.
He's
So he's
got
got
that
some
reach.
weight, so he could throw some punches. So
He's
I
got
think
some reach.
if we use Warren G. Harding kind of as a shield, I do think we could potentially, if we throw Harding into Grant, we could take you down.
Okay, don't George Bush Sr. and Homer Simpson fight in an episode of The Simpsons?
That sounds about right.
Are you a Simpsons fan, Logan?
Casually. I have not seen that episode, but that certainly sounds like something that would happen.
Jimmy Carter shows
Simpsons.
up in King of the Hill. Fun fact.
Yeah,
My favorite episode.
Homer and George, get into a fight. So, and Homer's a good fighter because Homer beats Mike Tyson in a fight.
Okay.
In an episode of The Simpsons.
So you're going with
just simply by letting Mike Tyson punch him until
he gets tired.
he gets tired and
Yeah.
faints.
Yeah.
And it's not actually Mike Tyson; it's a fictitious version of Mike
Yeah.
Tyson. But it's Simpsons Mike Tyson.
But
So-
this is the actual George Bush.
But this is actual George Bush.
Mm-hmm.
And if George Bush Sr. can hold up with Homer Simpson, who can fight the Simpsons version of Mike Tyson? I think no matter what group George Bush Sr.'s in, wins in that fight.
You could just say George Bush Sr. was a CIA agent who swam 2 miles one time because his plane got shot down. He was just a badass on his own. You didn't even have to throw in the Simpsons odds, but you got that as well. So I'm a little worried. Logan, you were going to be our kind of the decider here. Who do you?
That's what they call me.
Yeah.
The decider.
The decider.
Who do you think wins?
Yeah, old decider. What do you think there?
Look, I know that you're looking at me to try and help you out,
Yeah.
Jake.
Please.
But there's a really obvious answer, and the answer is that Alex wins this round.
See,
baby!
this is what I get for
Yes.
leaving it up to chance. I should make stuff that
so
you
you
can't
rig
win.
it?
Kind of. Well, last
Like
one
you
was
did last week or last
easy
episode?
question. I gave you easy questions. You're just an idiot.
No, I'm not an idiot though.
This was a game of chance. You had two great
your,
people.
Your random knowledge.
I asked you who like the first day. You know what? Okay, so here's what the Lego piece was.
Yeah, what's the punishment? Because
So-
last episode I got a cake in the face.
Well, this one's way more painful. So we're gonna put the Lego piece on the table here. I'm gonna put my hand on top of it, and you're just gonna punch my hand into a Lego brick.
That's gonna hurt a lot.
I thought it'd be funny to do it to you, and
That's the hand equivalent of stepping on a Lego.
yeah, but with way more force because you're smashing my hand. So will you give me a countdown at least?
What?
With that? And Logan,
I don't want to actually hurt you.
Logan, will you record this? I always make Logan record our
Okay.
bits.
I'm on it, and I'm going to record it
Yes.
vertically
So will
this
you?
time.
Oh,
will
perfect.
You and hit it? Don't be afraid to hit it hard, okay? Because these punishments need to be punishments. I'm a loser, and I need to face it. So here it
You
is.
just like pain.
I'm not a masochist.
This seems like a
Jesus.
kink.
Okay, Okay, so here's the Lego brick. Because I lost, even though I know way more about history than you. You won because of chance. Go for it. Go
right.
for it.
Here
It's
we
gonna leave a
go.
mark. Okay. Ow!
That hurt my hand. I'm so sorry. That hurt my.
Ow!
That actually kind of hurt my
That
hand.
hit way more than I thought it would. I was like, you have to. It's
I did
inbred.
the Lego. I see
That's
the, I
so
see the imprint
funny.
in your hand. Yes.
Did that look hard on camera? Because it felt hard.
No, it looked like you were trying to make it sound worse than it was.
Okay, do it again then. Don't be a little baby.
That actually like.
Do it again and don't be a wussy. Okay, that one looked good at least.
Yeah, that was good.
That's so funny.
I put as much power as I was comfortable
Ow.
putting into that one.
Ow!
Any more, and it would have been too much
Too much
for me.
I
to
gotta
do to you.
do one. This is how hard you should have done it. You know. Now it looks like I'm an actual masochist. I just want to look good for the
Well,
camera.
I don't understand, dude. I just hit it hard twice.
Yeah, but
can
you
hear
didn't do it. You didn't do it right. I feel like I want them to know the punishment's real.
Oh my god! Stop doing that! Why are you doing that? I'm
That
really
one
glad
actually hurts.
you're the one who lost because I would not have done this 3 times.
That one stuck to my hand. Ah!
There's some probably skin on the top of this
It's
Lego now.
bleeding.
You're literally bleeding. Great. Awesome. I think we did it. Are you satisfied, or would you like to do
There,
it
that's
again?
what the viewers want to see.
Are you sure?
You little wussy.
We can do it again for your king.
It's
Whatever, dude. It's totally a fact.
You're gonna lose next time. Okay, you can stop recording. It's
I felt that moment too.
yeah. Ow, dude! It's like bleeding in 2 spots.
It's probably because you smashed your hand on a Lego
As-
that has spots all over it 3 different times.
Did it look good, Logan?
Or was it 4 different times?
I feel like the first 2 made Alex just look like he was being nice, and then I just went
What do you mean by good?
like, did
'Cause
that
I
look?
don't think it looked good. I think it looked painful.
Did that look violent?
It looked violent.
The
yes.
violence is there, right?
just-
Yes.
You're Joe Rogan turning to the Fear Factor guys, be like, "Did that look good?" They're like, "Well,
Yeah.
he ate a bull penis. I don't know if it looked good, but it."
Funny you should say that. That's next week's
it was
loser
I said we're
punishment.
eating a bull penis.
Yeah, you
Awesome.
got it. You already know.
Fantastic.
No, I got to think of something. Next week, it's not going to be as easy. I feel like that one was too much of
God,
chance.
why does it have to be physical pain?
Because it's fun.
Ugh.
It's crazy. Ow! I was hoping to win more than just. Yeah,
I'm proud of you though for going in because
Thanks. We gotta commit.
You're an entertainer.
we got to commit.
And you committed to the bit, and you knew that the bit wasn't
Thanks.
entertaining enough, so you hurt yourself more
Yeah.
to help the bit.
Thanks for being a part of it as well.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I didn't hit hard enough.
I kind of wish you would have hit hard enough on the first one because then the other 2 were just like annoying pain. The first one was just like
yes,
slight pain.
That's a good point. By not hurting you,
You hurt me more.
I made you hurt more.
Because the first one I was like, ow, that felt weird. Like, but I was like, that wasn't cool enough. The second one you weren't even mad. So I had to. It's okay.
So I had these noise canceling headphones on. I don't really know how loud that was.
Yeah.
Without them on.
That's okay, man.
So I was really just hearing
I
from
appreciate you being a part of this. I'm gonna have another crazy one next week. Hopefully, you guys learned something with me today. And Alex, I hope you learned something. What we gotta do the final quiz thing. What did you learn today?
I learned. I'm going to give you a real one.
Yeah.
I learned. I'm trying not to say that George Bush beat Homer Simpson in a fight.
Who you learned who Calvin Coolidge is?
Yep.
Say that. Say that.
I learned who Calvin Coolidge is.
Good! Alex learned something
He's
today.
the 30th president of the United States.
Hopefully you learned something with us as well. Right? I've been Jake Trumper.
30th president of the United States.
And who have you been? Yes, and who have you been? I
have been Alex Schulte.
And I want to thank you so much for listening.
Thanks to Logan for producing our show.
Thank you,
Remember,
Logan.
We are distributed by the L.A.S. Podcast Network, and you can support us on patreon.com/LAS Podcast Network.
And you were right. He was the 30th president.
Hey!
Good job, Alex. I had to double check. I didn't want to end on a false fact.
I don't think I'll forget that for ever now.
I'm so proud of
Alex
you. We
Coolidge,
did.
number
We're learning stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to watch out for deer. Have a great one.
New episodes every Monday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you can find your podcasts. You can support the L.A.S. Podcast Network at patreon.com/LAS Podcast Network. L.A.S.